Ayan, muli welcome po sa ating paghahanda sa pagiging lingkod bayan 3 free civil service examination review program po ng Smart Taytay Training Institute under po ng Local Government Unit of Taytay. So ngayon po tayo po ay nasa numerical ability, part pa rin po ng inyong review program. So ako nga po pala ulit, si Sir Arvin Bautista, ang inyo pong lecturer. Kaya ang nag-guide po sa inyo ngayon patungkol po sa numerical ability part nga po ng civil service exam. Okay? So, pasensya na, medyo lutang bang matatawag. Pero, ayun. Um, Last time, ginawa na natin yung decimal, fraction, okay? Fraction, binalikan natin ng konti. Nag-decimal tayo, tsaka nag-percentage, conversion, nung tatlong yon. So, for today's video, nasaan nga ba tayo? So, pasensya na po kung may naririnig pang kayong tugtog. Ayan, feeling ko naman wala. Kasi, dapat naman gumagana yung, yung microphone ko. Okay, so, ayan. Pero kung meron po, pasensya na po. Ano lang naman yan. Okay? So, ngayon po, dito tayo sa percentage increase saka percentage decrease. Ito yung mga problem lang to. Na dahil kumbaga na balikan naman na natin, na-practice naman na natin yung pagko-convert ng percentage, decimal, vice versa. We also have included fraction, okay? So, I think kaya naman natin ito. Wala namang problema dito. So, for the percentage increase, it measures how much a value has grown compared to its original amount. So, meron na tayo dito previous amount or the original amount. And then yung na-increase na amount na, okay? O syempre, ano ba usually yung mga pera pinag-uusapan dito? Usually, hindi lang naman pera. For example, ayan, yung pera nga pinag-uusapan. For example, nasa bangko, original amount, gantong presyo. After how many months, ganito na yung presyo, gano yung itinaas. Ilang percent yung itinaas. Okay? Pinag-uusapan din dito, nagiging problem din natin yung mga um, ang tawag dito, population, ganyan, 'di ba? Kasi alam naman natin, dumadami, nadadagdagan, nababawasan ng population as time pass by, okay? So, meron din tayong tinatawag na percentage increase. So, syempre, kung si decrease, as increase, tumataas, nag-grow. Si decrease naman, bumababa. Okay? From the original amount as well pa din. So, ngayon, let's have some problems. So, dito, sabi, if we are asked, paano nga ba tayo nagsosolve ng percentage increase or decrease? Unahin natin si increase. If we are asked to increase a number by a certain percentage, we add the percentage given to 100%, then multiply it to original value. Increase 135 by 63%. So sabi, itaas daw po natin si 135 ng 63%. Ilan na daw po ba yung magiging bagong pera? Okay? So, anong ginagawa natin? Sabi dito, we add the percentage given to 100%. So, 100% plus 63%, that is 163%, or in decimal, we could write it as 163. O, remind lang natin, from percentage na 163%, anong ginagawa natin para siya yung maging decimal? From yung decimal point na meron tayo, i-move mo siya twice papunta po sa left. Okay? So, from 163%, magiging 1.63 na lang siya. So, anong gagawin dun sa 1.63? You multiply it dun sa original amount. So, 135, okay, gawa natin. Solve natin ng mano-mano. Diyan kasi nakita na natin, sabi dyan, 135 times 1.63 would give you 220.05. Tingnan natin, try natin kunin. O, alam naman na natin kung paano mag-multiply ng decimal, di ba? Okay, so 3 times 5, 15, carry 1, 3 times 3, 9, plus 1, 10, carry 1, 3 times 1, that's 3 plus 1, that is 4. 6 times 5, 0, 30, carry 3. 6 times 3, that's 18, plus 3, that's 21. 6 times 1, that's 6, plus 2, that is 8. Tapos 135 lang. 35. So, add na natin. We have 5, we have 0, we have 4 plus 1, that's 5 plus 5, that's 10. 0, carry 1. 1 plus 8, that's 9 plus 3, that is 12. Carry 1. So, ayan. So, ngayon, nasa ng decimal point? We have here two numbers after the decimal point. So, kailangan din may two numbers after the decimal point. Kaya tayo nagkaroon ng 220.05. So, ganun lang naman siya kadali. I think hindi naman natin siya magiging problema. Tama po ba? Okay? So, ayan po. Next one. O, paano kung binigyan ka ng, try natin tong isolve ha. Puro increase muna tayo. Increase 250 by 15%. Okay, ulit. Increase 250 by 15%. Okay. Once again ha, I encourage you to try to solve pag may binibigay po ako para po magampanan natin, magawa natin. Para kapag kayo na yung magsasolve on your own, wala nang guide si sir or during the examination, hindi tayo nabibigla. Okay? O, anong gagawin? Si 15%, i-add mo kay 100%. So, 115%. 115% magiging 1.15 into decimal. 1.15. Anong gagawin? 250 times 1.15. So, that is 0. 5 times 5, 25. Carry 2. 5 times 2, 10. Plus 2, 12. Tapos, dahil parehas 1 yan, maglagay ka lang ng 250 dito. 250 din dito. Hindi mo lang ipapantay kasi di ba na uusod ng isang digit. So, 0, 5, 2 plus 5, that is 7. 1 plus 2, that's 3 plus 5, that is 8. Sorry, this one is 7. Then 2. So, we have 28750. Ilan digits after the decimal point? Dalawa. So, dito siya sa harap ni 50. So, our answer is 287.50. Okay? Meron ako last time na encounter. Kasi during our reviews, tinatanong ko talaga sila, do you have other way to solve for this one? Okay? Meron akong isang student that time. Ang ginagawa niya, 15%, di ba? Ini-increase by 15%. Anong ginagawa niya? Di ba si 15%, that is simply 10% plus 5%. Okay, ayan yung 15%. Tama po, pwede natin siya hatiin ng 10% tsaka 5%. Anong ginagawa niya? Kinukuha niya yung 10% ng 250. Ano ba ang 10% ng 250? Okay? O, di ba sabi ko nga sa inyo, kapag 10%, okay, ang gagawin mo lang dyan, move mo lang yung decimal point ng isa. So, ayan, magiging 25. Okay? Si 5% naman, ay kalahati lang ni 10%. Anong kalahati ng 25? Diba that is 12.5. So, meron kang 25 at 12.5. I-add mo daw yan. 25 plus 12.5, that is 37.5. Anong gagawin sa 37.5? I-add mo si 250. So, magiging 0.5, 7, 3 plus 5, that's 8, 2. Kung mapansin nyo, parehas po yung sagot. 287.5 or 0.50, parehas po yan dalawang yan. Okay? Sir, ano pong tamang gawin? Kahit ano naman po sa dalawa tama. Okay? Ito first time ko ito sasabihin after how many videos. Ngayon ko lang siya sasabihin. Pero paborito ko tong line during our review for the past two or for the past two batches. Lagi ko sinasabi, kung ano yung sanay kayo, kung ano yung paraang alam nyo kung paano mag-solve ng ganito, ganun nyo siya gawin. Okay? Bakit? Kasi kung babaguhin nyo, for example, itong tinuro ko sa inyong paraan, this one. Ito ang susundin nyo, ang alam nyong pagkuha ng ganitong problem, itong ginawa kong pangalawa. Maninibago kayo. Okay? Maninibago po kayo. Ang atake natin ngayon, hindi naman na malayo yung exam eh. 'Di ba? Okay? By the time na binivideo ko 'to, medyo malayo pa yung exam kasi kung September pa yung exam. Pero I think by the time na pinapanood na 'to, may ilang weeks na lang tayo para, mag-review. Okay? So, kung ano mang sa dalawa yung paraan na alam nyo at ginagawa ninyo, okay na po yun. Huwag nyo nang baguhin. Okay? Not unless, bago sa inyo, tong topic na to, hindi kayo familiar talaga sa percentage increase, percentage decrease. Okay? That's the time na you decide saan ka mas nadadalian. Anong paraan yung mas madali on your end. Okay? Kasi po, pag ganun, okay? Kung ano yung mas madali po sa inyo, yun na yung gawin nyo. Tapos, hasain nyo na lang ng hasain. Review ka na lang kayo ng review. You try to solve na mag-try ng mag-solve para bumilis na lang yung pagsosolve po ninyo. Okay? Kasi kung babaguhin pa natin yung prior knowledge ninyo, babaguhin pa natin yung prior way po ninyo ng solving, maninibago kayo. Hindi kayo confident. Pagdating sa exam, hindi nyo sure kung magagawa nyo na maayos. E di patay kang bata ka. Baka hindi mo pa na-solve. So, kung saan po kayo sanay, yun na po yung gawin ninyo, hasain na lang natin. Okay, hindi ko naman tinitingnan kung paano nyo sinosolve to. As long as tama yung nakukuha nating sagot every time, push na yan. Go na tayo dyan. Okay po? Next one. Let's have, for example, you're given, okay, ano ba? You are given increase 450 by 25%. Okay? You have to increase 450 by 25%. What would be the answer? Okay? Once again, if you need to pause the video, you pause the video. O, ngayon, gawin ulit natin yung paraan na binigay ko sa inyo. Then, gagawin ko pa rin yung isang paraan. Okay? So, 450 by 25%, so magiging 125%, that is 1.25. Tama po? Multiply lang natin kay 450. Okay? So, 5 times 0, that is 0. 5 times 5, that's 25. Carry 2. 5 times 4, 20 plus 2, 22. 450 times 2, that's 900. Tama po ba? Didiretso ko na lang. Then, 1 times 450, 450 pa rin yan. So, ayan na siya. Magiging 0, 5, 2. 2 plus 9, 11 plus 5, 16. Carry 1, that would be 5, 6, 2, 5, 0. 2 digits after the decimal point. So, dalawa din dapat. So, nandito siya kay 50. So, the answer is 500. Okay? 562.50 or 0.5. Okay? O, anong gagawin? 25%, di ba sa 25% alam natin na ang 25% ay 1/4. Tama po. So, others would get 450. Sorry. Okay, 450 divided by 4. Ilan? Oh, 450 divided by 4. Bubu 1, 4, 5, 1, 4, 1, 0. 10 divided by 4, that's 2. 2 times 4, that's 8. 20. Magkakaroon ng decimal point. So, 20 divided by 4, that's 5. So, we have 1125.5. 112.5. Okay? So, yun yung 1/4. Okay? Ng 450. Ano na gagawin ko? I-add ko na si 450. So, 5 point, tapos 2. 1 plus 5, that is 6. 1 plus 4, that is 5. So, 562.5. Same answer. Okay? Kaya po, students, mas madali kung yung mga ganyan, yung 25%, yung ibang mga percentage, mga decimal, kaya nating i-convert ng mabilis, okay, into fraction, baka mamaya kasi mas madaling i-solve, okay? So siguro yun, kung ako kasi tatanungin, mas madaling i-divide ng 4 si 450 kaysa i-multiply ko ng 1.25 kasi tatlong layers yun eh pag i-multiply mo, tama? 450 times 1.25. So, tatlo yung i-multiply mo kay 450. Multiply mo siya by 5, multiply mo by 2, multiply mo by 1, magde-divide ka. Eh, kung i-divide ko siya, kung yung 450, i-divide ko siya by 4, okay? Tapos ipag-add ko na lang, mas mabilis siya sa akin. Okay, so once again, kung anong mas mabilis sa inyo, wala naman pong problema. Okay? Yun po ang ating gawin. Okay? Basta ako binibigyan ko kayo options. Ito yung mga pwede nyong gamitin to solve. You try your best kung ano yung mas mapabilis kayo, ano yung mas magagamay ninyo. Okay? Next one. Let's have another example. Sige. 1,200. Okay, 1,200. Increase pa rin ang pinag-uusapan natin. Lagyan ko ang symbol sa gilid. Increase 1,200 by 8%. Okay? Once again, 1,200 increased by 800. By 8%, sorry, rather. Ngayon, sorry. Try na natin. So, 8% lang siya, so magiging 1.08 lang yan. Times 1,200. Okay? So, 0, 8 times 2, that's 16. Carry 1. 8 times 1, 8 plus 1, 9. Okay? Next, 0. So, magsi-0 lang yan. Lagay kang 4 na 0. Tapatan mo lang yan. Next, 1. So, 1,200. 0, 2, 1. So, meron tayong 0, 0, 6, 9, 2, 1. Okay? May dalawang numbers after the decimal point. So, point ka dyan. So, we have 1,296. Okay? So, pag si 1... Ayan, pasensya na po, medyo nag-cut lang yung video. Ayan, i-ano ko na lang. Ituloy ko na lang po. Okay? Ayan, so sabi nga natin, the answer would be 1,296 if we increase 1,200 by 8%. Okay? So, ganyan lang naman po siya. Ha? So, I hope naiintindihan natin kung ano yung nangyayari. Kasi, meron din tayong tinatawag na percentage decrease naman. So, dito, if we are asked to decrease a number by a certain percentage, we subtract the percentage given to 100%, then multiply it to the original value. So, dahil po dito ang nangyayari naman ay 100%, syempre, yung original na amount, imbes na tumaas, bumababa, okay? So, nangyayari, imbes na i-add natin yung bagong percentage na binigay, we subtract it from 100%. Kasi ibig sabihin, nag-decrease siya. For example, dito, decrease 96 by 18%. So, ang 100% niya ay yung 96. So, from the 96, mag-decrease tayo ng 18%. So, from 100%, we have to deduct the 18%. Kaya dito, naging 82 na lang siya, or in decimal, we have 0.82. Sorry. So, ayan po. Ha? Kaya ngayon, meron tayo dito. Ganun pa rin naman yung mangyayari after nating mag-minus lang. Multiply pa rin po tayo. So, we have 96 times 82. O, di ba last time sabi ko sa inyo, pwede nyo yung kunin yung whole number lang. So, 96 times 82. So, we have 6 times 2, that is 12. Carry 1. 2 times 9, that's 18 plus 1, that's 19. 8 times 6, that's 48. Carry 4. 8 times 9, that's 72. Plus 4, that is 76. So we have 2. 9 plus 8, 17. Carry 1. 1 plus 1, 2 plus 6, that's 8. So 7. 78, 72. So ngayon, ilan ba ang number after the decimal point? Dito meron tayong dalawa. So, 78.72 nga ang atin pong sagot. So, dito from the original na 96, magiging 78.72 siya kapag nag-decrease ng 18%. Okay po? Next, paano naman? Mag-decrease naman tayo ng example. Decrease tayo ng 120 by 10%. Okay? Si 120 daw po, i-decrease natin by 10%. O, anong gagawin natin dito? Pwede, dalawa ulit. O, unahin natin, dahil ito ay 10%, kunin natin yung 10% ng 120. Ano ba ang 10% ng 120? Sabi ko nga, pag 10% move nyo lang yung decimal point ng dalawa pupunta sa, ay ng isa papunta sa left. So, nandito yung decimal point, nandyan sa dulo. Move nyo lang ng isa, so magiging 12 na lang. So, anong gagawin? 120 minus 12, that would be equal to 108. So, pag nag-decrease pala ng 10% ang 120, that is equal to 108 lang po. So, kung gagawin naman natin yung kanina, yung 100% minus 10%, that would be equal to 90%, or that would be 0.9. So, ngayon, 120 times 0.9. Bakit, sir, ba't mo tinanggal yung zero sa dulo? Okay lang po yun. Parehas lang naman po yun. So, 9 times 0, 0. 9 times 2, that's 18. Carry 1. 9 times 1, 9 plus 1, that's 10. So, isa lang yung number after the decimal point. So, we have here 108.0 or 108 na lang po. Same lang naman dun sa sagot natin kanina. Okay? So, ayan siya. Next one, ano pa? Let's have, oh, let's have 900. Decrease 900 by 5%. Okay, example. Decrease 900 by 5%. What would be our answer? Oh, unahin naman natin yung kanina, yung 100% minus 5%. That would be equal to 95% or 0.95. Tama po? Okay, parehas siya sa 0.95. So, we have 900 times 0.95, 0045, 0081. Okay? So, 81. So, we have here 0.0568. So, we have two decimals after the decimal point. So, meron tayo dito. So, our answer is 800. Sorry, that's 855. Ito ay 5 lang. 4 times, 4 plus 1, that's 5 lang po. So, 855. Exact. Okay? O, pwede din naman, si 5% po ay kalahati ni 10%. Tama? So, we have here, anong gagawin? Pwede mong gawin 900 times mo sa 10%, that would be 90. So, 90 divided by 2 para makuha mo si 5%, that would be 45. So, anong gagawin? 900 minus 45, that would be equal to 855. Okay po? So, ganyan lang po siya. Dalawang paraan, parehas po ng sagot, parehas tama. Okay? Yung iba lang, sir, mas mabagal naman yan. Yung kukunin mo yung 10%, tapos divide mo pa by 2. Usually naman kasi yan, class. Yung 900, kukunin mo yung 10%, hindi mo na yan sobrang iisipin ng matagal. Nakita mo 900, 10%, 90 na agad yun. Mag-process na yun sa utak mo, lalo kung na-practice mo yun ng ilang beses na. Okay, yung pagkuha ng 10%. Bibilis na yun sa utak mo, so hindi na yon. So, 90 divided by 2, hindi mo naman isa-solve yan eh. Okay? 'Di ba? Tama ba ako? 90 divided by 2, kaya ng utak 'yun. Oh, that's 45. Ang possible i-solve mo, 900 minus 45. 'Di ba? So, 'yun po. Kaya medyo mabilis din po 'yan talaga. Let's try to answer some questions. Okay, but before that, meron din tayo dito, hinahanap naman. Kung kanina, pinapahanap kung magkano na yung value after the decrease. Okay? Or the increase. Dito naman, pinapahanap ilang percent yung itinaas or ilang percent yung ibinaba. Okay? So dito, if we are to get the percentage increase, we use the formula below. Percentage increase is equal to the new value minus the original value divided by the original value times 100. Yun yung formula natin. Okay? So, ayan po ang ating magiging formula. So, yan. For example, 25 is increased to 225. What is the percentage increase? Yung 25, nag-increase ng 225. Ano na yung kanyang percentage increase? Okay? Oh. Sundan natin yung formula. New value minus the original value. Ano si new value? Si 225. Ano si original? Si 25. So we have 225 minus 25 all over the original value. So ano si original value? We have 25 times 100. So 225 minus 25, that would be 200 divided by 25 times 100. Oh. Ngayon, what is 200 divided by 25? Ilang 25 po ang meron sa 200? Oh, sana nagso-solve tayong lahat ha. Okay? So 200 divided 25 po, that is 8. Okay? Times 100. 8 times 100, that is 800. So ilan ang percentage increase? We have 800%. Sir, ba't mo nilagyan ng percent sign? Itong 100. Okay, kaya nilagyan ko ng percent sign. So 800% po. Okay? Next one. Paano naman daw kapag percentage decrease? So dito, kung mapapansin ninyo, anong meron? Naging original value minus the new value naman. Okay? Kanina, new value minus the original value. Actually, ganito na lang tayo, class. If you want to know the percentage increase or decrease, okay? Larger number minus the smaller number divided by the original times 100. Bakit tayo nag-come up with the larger number minus a smaller number? Kung mapapansin kanina, sir, bakit ba nauna si new value kaysa kay original value? Kasi ito po ay pinag-uusapan natin ay percentage increase, pagtaas po. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, tama lang naman na mas mataas si new value compared kay original value. Kaya si new value yung nasa harapan dyan. Kasi, sa percentage increase, mas mataas talaga yung bago. Kasi nga, nag-increase nga, may pagtaas nga po naganap. Parang ang pangit naman or hindi naman po tama, hindi logical na isipin na mas magiging mataas yung original value kung ang pinag-uusapan ay original increase. Eh, di ibig sabihin, hindi nag-increase, nag-decrease. Tama po? So, dito naman po kay percentage decrease, kung mapapansin natin, nauna naman si original. Bakit? Eh, mayroon ngang pagbaba. So, kung mayroong pagbaba, yung umpisa or yung original, mas mataas po talaga. Okay? So, ayan na lang tayo para po mas generic yung ating pong formula for the percentage increase or the decrease. A larger number minus the smaller number divided by the original value. Sir, paano yun? Bakit orig yun nasa baba? Kasi parehas naman dun sa formula ng percentage increase at percentage decrease, parehas naman na laging original value yun nasa ilalim. Sir, hindi po ba pwedeng ilagay na lang dyan sa ilalim na larger, ano kaya smaller? Hindi po. Okay? Kasi kay percentage increase, sino ba mas malaki? Di ba mas malaki si new value? Kay percentage decrease naman, mas malaki naman po si original value. So, hindi natin pwedeng mag-decide na yung nasa ilalim laging larger number. Hindi rin pwedeng laging smaller number. Depende kung increase or decrease po. Okay? Pero yun sa taas, larger minus smaller, yun po talaga yun. Okay? So, ayan tayo. So, ngayon, let's have an example. What is the percentage decrease from 120 to 80? So, percentage decrease is equal to Larger, 120 minus smaller, 80. Divided by the original. Sino original? From 120 naging 80, decrease nga eh. So, yung mas malaki ang original. So, 120 times 100. So, 120 minus 80, that is equal to 40 divided by 120 times 100. So, 40 divided by 120, di ba parehas lang yan sa, ano ba? 40. Okay? So, magiging 1 over 3. Tama po ba? Bakit? 40 and 120, they're both divisible by 40. Tama po? So, 120 divided by 40, magiging 3 na lang. Kaya 1/3. Si 40 divided by 40, magiging 1. So, 1 yung numerator. 120 divided by 40, that would be 3 times 100. O, ang alam natin, ano ba ang 1/3? Pagdating sa decimal, that is 0.333333. 0.3333. Sabihin na lang natin na 4, okay? Times 100. Move natin. Pag times 100 yan, from decimal, gagawin mong percentage. Pag decimal to percentage, ang move po ng decimal point ay twice, papunta po sa right. So, 1, 2. So, magiging 33.33%. Ayan po ang sagot natin. So, ibig sabihin, nag-decrease yung 120 papunta ng 80 ng 33.33%. Okay po? 33.33% ang naging decrease. O ngayon, let's have some problem. So, if a company's sales decrease from 500,000 to 450,000, what is the percentage decrease? Percentage decrease tayo. Percentage decrease is equal to the larger number, so 500,000, 500k na lang, minus 450k, divided by, okay, what is the original? 500k times 100. So, meron tayong 50k divided by 500k times 100. O, yung k, cancel mo parehas. Okay? Actually, si 50,000 tsaka si 500,000. Okay? Oh, they're both divisible by, okay? Pwede na yan. Cancel natin. Magiging, okay, 1 over 10. Bakit siya naging 1 over 10? Okay, si 50,000 tsaka si 500,000, they're both divisible by 50,000. Okay? So, ayan na, kinancel. So, 1 over 10 times 100. Oh. Numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator, 100 divided by 10. 100 divided by 10, that is equal to 10. 10%. Letter B. Sir, ba't hindi ka na nag-move ng decimal? O, edi, kung gusto mo mag-move ng decimal, si 1 over 10 gawin mo decimal. Okay? Kung gusto mo mag-move ng decimal point, magiging 0.10 yan times 100. O, pag times 100, move ng dalawang decimal point, papunta sa right. 1, 2. So, ayan, magiging 10% talaga. Okay? So, ayan po. Basic knowledge po. Ito ha, students, reviewees, everyone listening. Kaya ako inuna yung basics. Lahat na natutunan nyo ng basic, gamitin nyo ngayon. Okay? Kasi kung hindi nyo na-master yung basic, malilito talaga kayo. O, di ba? For example, yan, 1 over 10. Bakit naging 1 over 10 yung 50,000 divided by 500,000? Di ba? They're both divisible by 50,000. Huwag nyo nang unti-untiin yun. Okay, si 50,000 tsaka si 500,000, they're both divisible by 50,000. Kasi si 50,000, multiply mo ng 10, magiging 500,000 na yon. So, kaya naging 1 over 10 times 100. So, either gawin mong decimal si 1 over 10, magiging 0.1, or gawin mong multiplication of fraction. 1 over 10 times 100, si 100 May denominator yan na 1. So, magiging numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. 1 times 100, 100. 10 times 1, 10. So, 100 over 10. O 100 divided by 10, edi 10 o 10%. Tama po? Kaya please, kung kayo po ay nanghula lang dun sa mga unang formative or pinili nyo na sagutan yung formative kahit hindi nyo pinapanood yung mga video na ginawa ko po, please, mag-isip po tayo. Nandito tayo para mag-review. Hindi naman porket pasado ka sa formative ng Smile Tay Training Institute, hindi porket pasado ka sa formative assessment na ginawa ni Sir Arvin, papasa ka sa civil service examination and vice versa. Hindi naman porket bagsak ka sa ginawa ko, babagsak ka na rin sa civil service exam. Sipagan na lang po natin ng konti kasi pare-pares po tayo na hindi naman po talaga alam kung ano yung mismong lalabas sa exam. We all have idea, alam natin yung coverage, kung ano yung mga lumalabas madalas ng mga topics. Okay? Kasi may coverage na binibigay sa atin. Pero aside from that, the specific questions na lalabas sa exam, hindi naman natin alam. So we have to really try and try to solve, to learn a lot from one another. Okay? So, ayan po. Next one, a student's test score improved from 60 to 45 or to 75. What is the percentage improvement? A 15%, B 20%, C 25% or D 30%. Okay? Oh, walang increase, decrease pero nandiyan ang word na improvement. Okay? So percentage increase that is equal to larger number which is 75 minus 60 all over the original which is 60 times 100. 75 minus 60, that's 15 over 60 times 100. O, ano pang pwedeng gawin dito? Lowest term nyo muna si 15 over 60. 15 and 60, they're both divisible by, sige, unti-untiin natin. Divisible by 5. 15 divided by 5, that's 3. Okay? Tama po ba? 60 divided by 5. Anong sagot? That would be equal to 12. Okay? So, 12. 3 over 12 times 100 pa rin yan. Si 3 over 12, pwede pang i-simplify. They're both divisible by 3. 3 divided by 3, that's 1. 12 divided by 3, that is 4. Times 100. O, si 1/4, alam natin na yan ay 0.25 times 100. Okay, move mo na lang ng dalawang decimal point. So, that would be 25%. Okay? Students iba't iba ng klase ng pagsasolve yung pinapakita ko sa inyo. Pero pare-parehas na ginamit lang natin kung ano yung mga natutunan natin dati. Okay? So, please. Please, 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 please. Okay, ako po nakikiusap sa inyo. Aral tayo. Pagtuunan natin pansin. Okay? So, due to an increase in the cost of raw materials, the retail price of a local brand of leather shoes rose from 1,200 to 1,500. What was the percentage increase in the price of the shoes? O, binigay na, percentage increase. So, we have percentage increase is equal to the larger number. Ano mas malaki? Siyempre, si 1,500. Minus 1,200. Divided by the original. Ano ba original? 1,200 times 100. Okay? 1,500 minus 1,200, that is equal to 300. Divided by 1,200 times 100. 300 and 1,200, they're both divisible by 3. So, we have 100 and, okay, 100 and 400. Tama? Okay? Times 100. Si 100, 400, parehas ang divisible by 100. So, 1 over 4 times 100. Katulad lang nung kanina that this is 25%. Okay? That is letter B. Okay po? So, yung pagsisimplify, yung paggamit ng divisibility rule, Even though hindi directly tinatanong, even though hindi directly yun ang pinapahanap, okay? Alam natin na nagagamit natin siya up until now, okay? So, ganun lang po. Next one. During a midnight clearance sale at a department store, a commuter backpack originally valued at 2,500 was sold for only 1,800. What was the percentage decrease in the price of the backpack? Is that 28%, 35%, 38.89%, or 72%? Okay? Percentage decrease is equal to larger number, 2,500, minus a smaller number, which is 1,800, divided by the original. Ano ang original? 2,500 times 100. 25 minus 18, 700. 2,500. Okay, 25 po yan, hindi yan 28. Baka lang medyo malito na naman tayo sa pangit na sulat ni Sir. Okay, 2,500 times 100. O, si 700 tsaka si 2,500, they're both divisible by 100. So, 700 tsaka 25, magiging 7 tsaka 25 times 100. O, ito. May isa pa tayong pwedeng gamitin. Hindi ko alam kung naaalala nyo. Pag nagmumultiply ng fraction, anong sabi ko? Pwede tayong mag-simplify by, okay? Pwede tayong mag-simplify by cross ng denominator dito, numerator dito. Si 25 at si 100, they're both divisible by 25. So, 25 divided by 25 magiging 1. 100 divided by 25, that would be 4. So, natitira na lang si 7 times 4, that's 28. 1 times 1, so 1 pa rin, wala na magbabago. So, we have 28%, letter A. Bakit? Kung hindi ko po kasi yan imumultiply, anong mangyayari? Pag hindi ko gagamitan ng cancellation, gano'n siya katagal? Ang gagawin ko pa dyan, 25, tapos 7. Okay? So, ano mangyayari dyan? Cannot be. So, manghihiram ako. Magiging 0 to. So, may decimal point na dyan. Ilang 25 ang meron sa 70? Dalawa. So, 25 times 2, that's 50. So, meron tayong 2, 0. Kasi hiram pa tayo ng isang 0. Sa 200, may ilang 25? So, 8. So, 8 times 25, that's 200. So, X na. So, 0.28. So, we have 0.28. Tsaka mo pa lang yan i-multiply by 100. Kaya siya magiging 28%. And lahat ng yan, mai-skip mo kung nag-cancel ka katulad nung ginawa ko. Okay? So, sabi ko nga po, ulit-ulitin ko to, hindi ako magsasawa sa inyo. Yung mga tinuro ko nung umpisa, gagamitin nyo po yan hanggang dulo. Promise. Ayan ang magpapadali ng buhay ninyo. Okay? So, ayan. Tapos na tayo sa percentage increase, percentage decrease, sa magkano yung magiging presyo kapag nag-increase ng ganito, magkano magiging presyo kapag nag-decrease ng ganito. Now, let's now proceed with the basic statistics. So, for the statistics, very basic lang naman talaga to. Okay, ano lang mapag-uusapan natin dito? Mean, median, mode, range. Tapos, yung apat lang po na yun. Okay? Kasi yun lang yung basic statistics. Hindi naman na kayo tatanungin dito ng interquartile range. Okay? Hindi naman kayo tatanungin dito ng standard deviation, ng variance, ng, ano pa ba? Ng mga statistical tool natin na correlation, ng ano ba yan? T-test, Z-test, wala naman ng ganun, okay, for the civil service. So, nandito lang, mean, median, mode, range. Okay? So, yun yung tututukan natin. Ito, madali lang naman to. Nagagawa nyo na rin naman to sa tunay na buhay. Okay? So, for the mean, it is what we call also the average. Okay? So, yan, sanay na sanay tayo sa average. So, kapag kukunin yung grades natin, nung tayo po ay nag-aaral pa, especially nung elementary, ng high school, yung basic education. Okay? Ayan. Kasi pagdating sa college, 'di ba, sa college may mga ano na yan eh. May mga units na yan na tinatawag. So, hindi pantay yung computation ni ganto sa computation ni ganyan. Okay? Kasi yung isang subject, 3 units. Yung isa, 2 units lang or 1 unit lang. May mga major naman na 5 units, ganyan. So, depende na po iyon. Pero um, sa basic ed, ayan, wala naman tayong masyadong concern sa unit. So, kung may 8 kang subject, kukunin yung average mo. So, add mo lahat. Divide mo by 8 kung 8 yung subject, di ba? So, kasi nga, ang pagkuha lang ng mean ay add all the numbers, then divide the sum by how many numbers were added. Okay? So, example, what is the average of 18, 11, 25, 30, and 29? Anong gagawin? I-add natin daw yan. 18, 11, 25, 30, and 29. Oh, add natin lahat. Anong lalabas? 8 plus 1, that's 9, plus 5, 14, plus 0, 14 pa rin, plus 9, 23. 3, carry 2. 2 plus 1, that's 3, plus 1, that's 4, plus 2, that is 6, plus 3, that's 9, plus 2, that is 11. So, we have 113. Then, si 113, divide natin kung ilan lahat ng pinag-add natin. We have 5 numbers na pinag-add, which is 18, 11, 25, 30, and 29. So, divide natin siya by 5. So, 1 divided by 5 cannot be. So, punta tayo kay 11. So, 11 divided by 5. So, meron yung dalawa. 2 times 5, that's 10. 11 minus 10, that is 1. Bring down 3. Okay? So, 13 divided by 5. So, meron tayo dyan dalawa din. So, we have 2 times 5. That's 10. So, meron tayong 3. So, dahil meron pang tira, lagay tayong decimal point, lagyan natin ng 0, manghiram tayo. 30 divided by 5, that is simply 6. 6 times 5, that is 30. So, wala na yan. So, our answer for the average is 22.6. Okay? Ang average ng limang number na yan ay 22.6. May mahirap po ba? Feeling ko naman kayang-kaya nyo na yan. Basic yan sa inyo. Okay? Basic yan, kaya yan. Next, paano naman kung problem? The number of public documents processed by a certain municipal government office during a 5-day work week was recorded as follows. We have 42, 38, 55, 47, and 48. So, 5-day work week siya. Ito yung mga number of documents na na-process. We have 42, 38, 55, 47, 48. Ano pinapahanap? Average. Average parehas kay mean. Okay? So, we have 44, 45, 46, and ayan, pasensya lang po ulit. Nagkaroon na naman po ng technical problem. Nagkaroon lang ako na nakat lang ulit yung video. So, I have to, ano, to dugtungan ulit. Sorry. So, ayan. So, ngayon, kanina, sabi nga natin dito, we are given the 5-day work week, which are 42, 38, 55, 47, and 48. And we need to get the average. So, paano kunin ang average ulit? We have to add all the numbers given to us. Then, we divide it kung ilan ba yung number na inad natin. So, we have here 42, 38, 55, 47, and 48. So, add na natin siya. Dito, review is, kung gusto nyo siyang i-add ng hiwa-hiwalay, walang problema. Okay? Kunyari si 42 and 38 mo na i-add nyo. Okay? But ko i-recommend na i-add muna si 42 and si 38. Kung mapansin, 2 tsaka 8 yung dulo. So, magiging 10 siya. Diba? 2 plus 8 is 10. So, magiging sarado. Okay? Tapos si 47, 48, pwede nyo rin i-add kasi magiging dulo niya 5. So, medyo sarado rin. Pero, dito, sige, gawin natin kung ano yung sinasabi kong nagsasarado. 42 plus 38, that would be 0, carry 1. 1 plus 4, that's 5, plus 2, that's 8. So, 82. Tama? Then, si 47 and si 48. So, 7 plus 8, that's 5, carry 1. So, magiging 4 plus 4, that's 8, plus 1, that's 9. So, sunod, ang pag-aadin mo na lang, yung 80, 55, and 95. So, pwede mo yung 80, 55, and 95. So 0, carry 1. 1 plus 9, that's 10. Plus 5, 15. Plus 8, 23. So we have 230. Tama po? So we have 230 divided by 5. Okay? So we have 4, 20, 30. So we have 6. 6 times 5, that's 30. So we have our answer as 46. Okay po? So, as simple as that. Pwede nyo naman po na pagsabay-sabayin na yon, 42 plus 38 plus 55 plus 47 plus 48. Wala pong problema. Kung saan po kayo madadali. Ako kasi minsan, ganun ginagawa ko. Pag nakikita ko napapansin ko yung mga numbers na mag-a-add, magiging sarado, or mag-e-end sa 0 or sa 5, sila yung mga inuuna kong i-add. Okay? Pero once again, that's your discretion naman kung paano nyo siya i-solve. Okay? Another one, a basketball player scored 25, 30, 22, and 27 in 4 games. What is the average points scored per game? Okay, once again ha, if you want to try to solve first, bago ko siya i-solve, pwede naman i-pause yung video, then you proceed kapag okay na. So we have here 25, 30, 22, and 27. So ito, 5 plus 2, that is 7 plus 7, that's 14. Carry 1. 1 plus 2, that's 3 plus 3, that's 6 plus 4, that's 10. So 104. 104 divided by 4. Okay? So that would be equal to 2. 2 times 4, that's 8. So 10 minus 8, that would be 2. Bring down 4. 24 divided by 4, that would be 6. 6 times 4, that's 24. So, X, ang sagot natin would be 26. Okay? So, ganyan lang naman kadali ang pagkuha ng mean. Wala naman tayong masyadong magiging problema po diyan. So, ngayon, let's have the next one. Kung may mean, meron din tayong what we call na median. Okay, pag sinabi naman median, ito naman po yung gitna, middle. Okay? So, pero dito lang po, hindi lang basta titingnan yung gitna, you have to list it from least to greatest. Okay? You have to list it from least to greatest po. Mula sa pinakamataas hanggang sa pinakamababa po. Okay? While others do it from greatest to least, wala naman po tayong masyadong problema doon. Okay? Wala naman po tayong magiging problema if you want to do it from greatest to least. Okay? So, that won't be a problem naman on our end. Wait lang po. Okay? So, ngayon, ano ba meron kay median? Ano pa ang meron? So, kay median po, sabi din dito, if there is an even number of numerals in the list, you simply get the average of the two numbers in the middle. Kapag even number daw po yung given na numbers, okay? Pag even numbers yung binigay po sa atin, ang gagawin lang, doon sa dalawang nasa gitna, kunin mo lang yung average noon. Paano kukunin yung average? Pag addin mo lang, then divide by 2. Next, ayan. So, example, finding the median of the following scores. We have here 12, 15, 25, 20, 11, 12, 23, 35, and 40. Ilang numbers yan? We have 9. Okay, we have 9. So, ito, madali lang. Kapag add kasi, may gitna po yun. Okay, not compared to even, wala kasi siyang gitna talaga, yung totoong gitna. So, tsaka doon tayo kumuha ng average. Pero pag ganito, okay naman to, we have to arrange it from least to greatest lang. So, ano ba pinakamaliit? We have 11, followed by 12, another 12. Bilugan natin para alam natin. Then, sino pa sunod? We have 15. Okay. We have 20. Then, we have 23 and 25. Then, we have 35 and 40. Kung mapapansin po, may apat dito. May apat dito. Sino nasa gitna? Si 20. Okay? Kaya po kapag ang number po na given sa inyo ay an odd number. Okay? Yung set of numbers may odd number siya. Okay? madaling hanapin yung gitna kasi you just simply arrange it, then piliin lang yun nasa gitna. Kapag even lang, dun medyo may problema. Okay? Let's have another example. The ages of 7 employees in a department are 24, 30, 28, 35, 26, 29, and 25. Ano daw po yung median age? Is that 26, 28, 29, or 30? So, first task ulit natin. Isulat siya from lowest to highest, from least to greatest. We have 24 followed by 25 and 26, followed by 28, 29, 30. And lastly, we have 35. So, eto, meron tayong 7. So, sure tayo na may totoong gitna to. So, kapag 7 kasi, tatlo sa kaliwa, tatlo sa kanan, din yung nasa gitna, pampito. Tatlo sa kaliwa, tatlo sa kanan, yung nasa gitna. Yan po yung iyong median. So, we have 28 as the answer. Okay, wala namang masyadong problema. Tama po. Let's have another example. In a Department of Education or DepEd District Office, 8 administrative assistants recorded their total years of service in the government as follows. We have 8, 3, 5, 12, 7, 10, 4, and 9. What is the median number of years of service? We have 7, 7.5, 8, and 8.5. So, ayan, ano gagawin natin? You have to list down from least to greatest. Yun naman ang una. We have 3, followed by 4, followed by 5, followed by 7, by 8, by 9, by 10. 7, 8, 9, at 10. Then lastly, we have 12. Kung mapapansin po dito, may 4 dito sa left side, 4 din to nasa right side. Wala siyang tunay na gitna. So, yung nasa pinakagitnang side, ito, ayan. So, ayan sila yung nasa gitna kasi may tatlo sa kaliwa, may tatlo sa kanan. So, si 7 and 8, anong gagawin? Kunin daw po yung average. So, 7 plus 8 divided by 2. 7 plus 8, that is simply 15, divided by 2, that is equal to 7.5. Okay? As easy as pie. Walang problema. Okay po? Next one. Regional Department of Foreign Affairs Satellite Office recorded the number of expedited passport applications processed per day over 2-week period, 10 working days, is 52, 45, 61, 48, 55, 50, 42, 58, 57, and 49. What is the median number of passport application processed? Is that letter A, 50, letter B, 51, letter C, 51.5, or letter D, 52? Okay? Lista na ulit tayo. Least to greatest. Anong pinakamababa? Pinakamababa was 42 followed by 45 if I'm not mistaken. So 42, 45. Followed by 48 and 49. Okay, 48 and 49 followed by 50 and 52. 50 and 52. Next one, we have 55, 57, and 58. 57 and 58. Okay, then we have the last one as 61. Tingnan nga, bilangin nga natin kung kompleto. 42, 45, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. So, 5 sa kabilang side. 5 rin sa kabilang side. So, dahil wala siyang totoong gitna, anong gagawin natin? Kunin natin tong dalawang nasa gitna. So, si 50 and 52. 50 plus 52 divided by 2, that is equal to 102 divided by 2, that is equal to 51. Okay? Sir, okay lang po ba yun? Wala namang 51 doon sa given natin, pero 51 yung ating median. Okay lang po kung yun po talaga yung na-solve. Okay? Wala po tayong magagawa dyan. Next one. Median age naman. Ages of 6 newly appointed officers. We have 24, 28, 30, 30, 26, 35, and 32, ayusin natin. We have 24, followed by 26, followed by 28, 30, 32, and 35. Anim ba yan? Tama, anim. May tatlo sa kabila. Tatlo rin sa kabila. Gitna. So, 28 plus 30 divided by 2 is equal to 58 divided by 2. That is equal to 59. Okay? 29. Sorry, what 59? Okay? That is equal to 29, which is letter C. Okay po? Let's have the next one. Ito, Actually, itong mga nasa stats natin, medyo, yung basic stats, madali lang naman talaga ito. Okay po? Medyo basic talaga to. Pagdating naman po, sinabi nating mode, ano naman yung pinaka-kulo natin dito, most often, occurs most often. Or ito yung pinaka-madami. Okay? Kung sa data, maraming umulit, kung ano yung pinakamarami, yun si mode. Okay? And tandaan lang po natin, there can be no mode. Pwedeng walang mode. Pwede ring more than one ang mode. Okay? Hindi naman siya specific na isa lang dapat ang mode. So, example, find the mode of these scores. We have 3, 7, 4, 5, 7, 6, 6, 8, 9, 7. Okay? Ano kaya ang mode natin for this one? So, for this one, our mode is 7 kasi may tatlong 7. Okay? Si 6, dalawa lang. Okay, the rest, nag-iisa na. Okay? So, si 7 yung pinaka naulit. So, our mode for this one is equal to 7. Okay? Uy, ano nangyari? Is equal to 7. Okay? So, ayan. Our mode po is equal to 7. Para lang tayong bata. Okay? So, minsan lang, ganito yung makikita natin na tanong. A panel of evaluators rated the performance of 10 applicants for a government administrative position using the following scale. We have poor, fair, satisfactory, very satisfactory, and outstanding. The marks given were satisfactory, very satisfactory, fair, very satisfactory, satisfactory, outstanding, very satisfactory, fair, very satisfactory, and satisfactory. So, ito, anong ginagawa ni Sir dito? Actually, dito mapapansin mo naman kung sino yung pinaka-umuulit. Pero para lang mas madali, you could use, maglista ka. Si Fair, dalawa lang yan. Tama? Si Very Satisfactory, ilan ang Very Satisfactory natin? We have 1, we have 2, we have 3, and we have 4. So, 4. Para lang naglilista ng noisy. Si Satisfactory, ilan? We have 1, we have 2, we have 3. Tatlo lang. Si Fair, dalawa. Si Outstanding, isa. Pag tinotal mo yan, 4 plus 3, that's 7, plus 2, plus 1, that's 10. Okay? So, ang pinakamaraming beses na umulit, si letter C, si very satisfactory. Bakit ko po binilang yung total? Kasi kailangan mag-equal siya doon sa sinabi na 10 applicants lang yung meron. Okay, so hindi dapat lalagpas or magkukulang sa 10 yung marks na binigay po. Okay? Next one. Ito naman. Which of the following datasets is bimodal? From the term itself, bi. Tapos modal. Bi means two. Okay? We have what we call trimodal. Okay? Tri means three. We also have unimodal. Uni means one. Diba? Unity. So, ayan, one. Then, we also have what we call the multimodal. Sorry, ba't ang tagal kaya sumulat? Okay, pag sinabi ng multimodal, ibig sabihin naman many modes. Okay po? Kasi multi. Hindi lang siya specific kung gaano kadami. So, dito, ano ba dito ang multimodal? Or ang bimodal rather? Kay A, ang mode niyan ay 2. Tama? Kasi si 2 yung may pinakamarami. Si B, ang ilan ang mode ni B? Si 3, dalawa. Si 7, dalawa. Si 5, tsaka si 9, tig-isa lang. So, ang mode niya ay 3 at 7. So, ang sagot na natin ay letter B. Okay? Letter C, ito, walang mode to. Bakit walang siyang mode? Pare-pares po sila tig-isa lang. Okay? Tapos ito, ang mode niya ay 5. Kasi si 5 lang naman talaga yun nandyan. Siya lang din yung umulit. Okay po? Next one. A physical education teacher measured and recorded the rubber shoe sizes of a small group of student athletes preparing for a regional meet. The data collected consists of the following sizes. We have 6, 7, 8, 6, 9, 7, 10, 6, 8, 7, 11, 8. Which of the following represents the mode of the shoe sizes? Ako ito, isa ko pa rin ginagawa para ako naglilista talaga ng noise. Ilan ang 6? Oh, diyan ay 6, 7, 8, 9, tama ba? 10 at 11. Lista mo yan. Ang una, 6. So, isa kay 6. 7 yung sunod. 8 yung sunod. 6 ulit yung sunod. Then, we have 9 ulit yung sunod. We have 7 ulit. We have 10. We have 6. Okay. We have 8. We have 7. We have 11. And we have 8. Ilan ba dapat to? Wala namang binanggit, no? Pero bilangin natin ilan to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, 12 dapat. Ito ay tatlo, ito ay tatlo, ito ay tatlo, ito ay isa, ito ay isa, ito ay isa. So, 3 plus 3 plus 3, 9 plus 3, 12. Sakto. Okay, ano ang ating mode? Edi we have 6, 7, and 8, which is letter D. Okay po? 6, 7, and 8. Ay, sorry. Back pala yung napindot ko. Okay? So, ayan. So, next. A small clinic recorded the number of patients seen each day for 2 weeks. So, we have 15, 18, 20, 15, 22, 18, 15, 20, 18, 25, 15, 18, 20, 20, 18, 22, and 20. Identify the modes. Ano ba ang modes? Okay, 15 may isa. Kay 18 may isa. Kay 20 may isa. Kay 15 may isa ulit. Kay 22 may isa ulit. May isa. Kay 18 may isa. Kay 15 may isa. Kay 20 may isa. Kay 18 may isa. Kay 25 may isa. Kay 15 may isa. Kay 18 may isa. Kay 22 may isa. Kay 20 may isa. So, kanino ang pinakamarami? We have 15 and 18. They have 4 times na paglabas po sa ating data. So, ayan po ang ating mode. So, once again, this is a bimodal, okay, example. Next one, we have the range. So, paano naman si range? So, ito, madali lang din to, students. Pag sinabi nating range, the highest score minus the lowest score in the set of data. Yung highest, minusan mo lang ng lowest, yun na po si range. Kasi inaalam lang dito gaano kalawak yung sakop. Okay, ilang data yung sakop. Okay, gaano kalawak yung interval ng sakop. So, find the range of the scores. We have 18, 17, 25, 29, 11, 35, and 50. Ano ba lowest? We have the lowest as 11. We have the highest as 50. So, 50 minus 11, that is simply 39. So, our range is 39. Next, the number of absences recorded for employees in a month were 0, 2, 1, 5, 0, 3, 1. What is the range of the absences? The lowest is 0. Perfect attendance siya. Okay, minus natin yung 0 kay 5 kasi si 5 yung highest. So, 5 minus 0, that will be equal to 5, which is letter C. Okay? Ganun lang siya kadali. Walang mahirap. Tama po ba? So, ano naman walang nahihirapan? Okay? Next one. The highest temperature recorded in the city last year was 36 degrees Celsius, and the lowest was 18 degrees Celsius. What is the temperature range for the city last year? So once again, highest minus lowest. Dalawa lang naman yan. So we have 18 as our answer. So let's letter A, 18 degree Celsius. Okay po. Next one, ano pa? A fisherman, okay? A fisherman recorded the weights in kilogram of his catch for the days, okay, or for the day. So we have 2.5, 1.8, 3.2, 2.0, 2.9. What is the range of weights? O, ano ba highest? Highest muna. Our highest is 32. 32 ang highest. Minus the lowest. Ano ang lowest? We have 3.2 rather. But 32? 3.2. Oh, sige. Dahil decimal to, gawin natin ganito. 3.2 minus 1.8. Cannot be, cannot be. So, magiging 2, magiging 12. 12 minus 8, that is equal to 4. 1 minus 2, that is equal to 1. So, 1.4. That is letter D. Okay? So, ganun po kasimple kumuha ng range. Sana naman ay wala tayong maging paghihirap dito. Okay, last one before we end for this set 2 or session 2, video 2. Okay? A set of 5 numbers has a range of 15. If the smallest number in the set is 12, what is the largest number? O, ito medyo kakaiba lang. Ang binigay sa'yo ay range. Binigay din sa'yo ang smallest number. Pinapahanap si largest number. O, ano ba yon? Di ba ang ginagawa natin? Largest minus smallest is equal to the range. Tama po? Ganyan ginagawa. Ngayon, binigyan ka ng range. Ang range mo daw ay 15. Ang smallest number mo ay 12. Minus. O, lagay natin as x. X minus 12 is equal to 15. Anong gagawin? Itong minus 12, lipat mo sa kabila. Oh, so may x is equal to 15. Kapag naglilipat po tayo, yung negative or yung minus, pag nilipat mo sa kabila, magiging positive or magiging plus. Kapag naman yung positive or yung plus ay ililipat mo sa kabila, magiging negative naman siya. So, magiging 15 plus 12. Okay? So, x is equal to 15 plus 12. So, that is equal, x is equal to 27. Kung gusto nyo i-check, 27 minus 12. What is 27 minus 12? That is simply 15. So, napatunayan natin na tama yung range na 15. Okay po. So, our answer is letter C, 27. Okay po. Ganun lang po natin gagawin. Ang ating range, yung ating mean, yung ating mode, yung ating median, okay? Yung percentage increase and percentage decrease, okay? So, ayan po. I hope naintindihan po natin yung atin pong lesson or yung ating, ano na ba to? Session or set 2. Pangalawang session or set na kasi natin to. Then, pangalawang video din to dun sa set na yon. So, we still have 2 videos para matapos po yung ating session or yung set 2. Okay? So, for now, you proceed po muna sa formative assessment po ninyo. Okay? So, proceed now with your formative assessment. Then, magkikita-kita tayo sa susunod na video. Okay po? Maraming salamat po ulit sa pakikinig. No, may mga konting nagkakaroon ng problema with the technicalities. Nagkakaroon ako ng cut sa video. Pasensya na po ulit. Pero, yeah. I hope may natutunan po kayo. Okay? Maraming salamat.